This is Mwangaza Prime News with Daisy Paul.
Indeed, a very good evening to you. It's a pleasure seeing you again right here on Mwangaza Prime News on this 25th day of August. My name is Daisy Paul and our sign language interpreter is Vivian Wangeshi, and we welcome you to this bulletin tonight. Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Musalia Mudavadi has this evening received the 50th hereditary spiritual leader of the Shia Ismaili Muslims, His Highness Prince Rahim Aga Khan V, at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi. His Highness Prince Rahim Aga Khan V is making his first official visit in Kenya since succeeding his father, the late His Highness Prince Karim Al Husseini Aga Khan IV, who passed on at the age of 88 in February 2025. This visit is at the invitation of President William Ruto, and the agenda of the visit, among other issues, is to strengthen current and future areas of cooperation. And now moving forward, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Programs, Geoffrey Ruku, has urged Mbeere South residents to rally behind President William Ruto's administration, emphasizing that sustained development requires unwavering support for a government committed to serving the people. And speaking during the memorial service of the late Paramount Chief Kombo Wamunyere at Kiamakuyu, Mavuria Ward in Mbeere South, Embu County, Ruku highlighted the government's ongoing efforts to uplift historically marginalized regions like Mbeere.
Hakuna nafasi nyingine ambao tutapata kama watu wa community ya Wambere katika serikali kama tulivyo kwa sasa. Tuko na rais ambao anatusikiza. Tuko na naibu rais ambaye anatusikiza. Kwa hivyo jameni, tuko katika hii serikali ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto, na tuko na nafasi sawa ya kufanya yote yale watu wetu hawajafanyiwa na serikali zile zingine. Shinda yetu kubwa hapa Mbeere, either ikuwe ni Mbeere North ama Mbeere South, shida yetu kubwa ni maji. Shida ingine yetu kubwa ni barabara. Shida ingine yetu kubwa ni stima. Kwa hivyo jameni, tuko na serikali ambayo imeweka pesa ya kuhakikisha kwamba kuna mradi ya maji ya Kiambere Dam ambayo itapeleka maji huko Kiambere Ward na Muminje Ward. Tuko na mradi ya maji ya Kendaruma Dam ambayo itapeleka maji the entire of Mavuria Ward na pia Betty Ward. Tuko na mradi ingine ya maji kutoka huko Masinga Dam ambayo itapeleka maji Mwea na Makema Ward. Miradi mitatu ya maji mzito ambao Rais wa Jamhuri William Ruto amehakikisha kwamba kupitia serikali yake watu ya Mbeere, either Mbeere South ama Mbeere North, wataweza kupata maji, na shida ya maji ikiwe ni kitu ya ambao tumeondokea. Jamani, mimi nawaomba tuhakikishe kwamba tunakaa ndani ya serikali, tuhakikishe kwamba tunashikilia Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri, na tuhakikishe kwamba tunashikilia serikali ya nchi yetu ya Kenya. We have one nation. Hatuna nchi nyingine.
Stakeholders in the education sector are now raising concern over high levels of financial illiteracy and gambling among teachers in the country, which has seen many teachers trapped in debt holes and betting addiction. Led by Kenya Women Teachers Association CEO Benta Opande, the stakeholders say the situation has led many teachers to join betting sites and end up losing large sums of money, forcing a number of them to commit suicide.
Stakeholders in education sector are now raising concern over high level of financial literacy and gambling among teachers in the country, which has seen many teachers trapped in debt holes and betting addiction.
The main cause that we are discovering through our online surveys is actually an issue of finances. Once the finances are down, it affects even family affairs.
Led by Kenya Women Teacher Association Kewota CEO Benta Opande, the stakeholders say the situation has led to many teachers joining betting sites and end up losing large sums of money, forcing a number of them to commit suicide.
It is an open secret that Aviator has made a lot of teachers lose their lives, because sometimes they borrowed a loan and it goes with that aeroplane that we all know. We are targeting methods of trying to increase money in the teachers' pockets.
The stakeholder is urging the government and other like-minded stakeholders to join hands and develop mechanism which will help address the menace that has taken a toll on teachers' mental health.
Call upon the government so that can institute these kind of functions whereby they identify those who have been addicted in gambling. They can also set a camp somewhere so that they can be cancelled. The only way is cancelling them.
The government should come in through even the county government, partnering with Kewota in all these counties to ensure that this mental illness, it is cured.
As CIC, we normally educate them. That's the main reason we are here, to educate them, to show them the importance of investing, so that in future they will not struggle to educate their loved ones.
Reporting for Mwangaza Prime News, Maureen Kimathi.
Thank you, Maureen Kimathi, for that report. Now, the Senate Committee on Agriculture has described the government projects that supplied dryers in rural areas for drying maize as a stalled initiative after it emerged that 98% of the machines are no longer functional. Speaking during a visit to the National Cereals and Produce Board depot in Eldoret, the committee noted that the company contracted to supply the equipment failed to train farmers and county governments on how to properly use and maintain the dryers.
NCPB can tap into the devolved units to ensure that farmers get fertilizer on time, they get quality seed on time, and they are able to manage the post-harvest processes properly, so that the farmer of this region benefit from the resources and expertise from NCPB. It has come to our notice, and through this consultative session, that government procured dryers to counties in this region. The dryers that are in the custody of NCPB are working, but the dryers that are at county level, those that were devolved, 98% are not working, because there was no good working mutual relationship between the purchasers of the dryers, within the recipient of the dryers, and the professionally acknowledged institutions of the FEPB to guide and empower county governments to be able to facilitate farmers to dry their maize using those dryers. It is as straight as it is. The supplier of the dryers, the purchaser of the dryers, and the recipient of the dryers must be put on table to agree, to be taught, to be empowered on how those things should be done, and therefore proceed to drying the maize for farmers. The national and the county governments owe NCPB over 10 billion shillings. Further details, you'll get a report from Senate once we conclude the extensive, deep report.
With that report, we are now taking a short commercial breather, but don't go far. We're coming back with more in a short while.
TV, tumaini lako. Kemuma Engineering Systems tumetambulika kwa uuzaji wa vyombo na vifaa vya usalama kama vile CCTV, intruder alarm systems, electrical fencing, razor wire, intercom systems, access control systems, automatic gates, general electricals, fire and smoke alarm system, na fire extinguishers, solar panels, batteries, inverters, na charger controllers. Tutembelee leo. Duka zetu ziko Nairobi, junction ya Kamai Road na Gaborone Road. Duka la pili, Nyandarua House, orofa la pili, room 204, Pwani Guest House, na Mark Plaza Kasarani, opposite Kasarani Police Station. Tupigie simu 0793 949494 au 0793 494949 au 0758 121212. Kemuma Engineering Systems. We mind your security.
Are you passionate about storytelling? Do you dream of uncovering the truth and making a difference? At Jewel Professional College, we turn your passion into a profession.
Karibu mtazamaji katika dira ya wiki hapa JPC.
Learn from the industry experts and gain hands-on experience in our state-of-the-art facilities. From investigative reporting to digital media, we offer comprehensive curriculum that prepares you for the ever-evolving world of journalism. Join a network of successful alumni who are making an impact in the world of communication. Apply now and start your journey at Jewel Professional College School of Journalism. Your story starts here.
Kumbe hata unanipigia ushafika. Mko vipi?
Tuko salama kabisa.
Ndio mmeingia saa hizi? Funguo ziko wapi? Una driving license?
Niko nayo.
Hebu nione kwanza.
Mimi niko na experience ya Shakameta.
Wow. Yes. Oti, fungua gate. Shuka kwanza. Leta funguo. Kwani kuuliza ulisoma wapi kuendesha gari? Umeniambia unajua kuendesha gari, aibu angalia vile ambavyo unatarisha maisha ya watumizi wengine wa barabara. Kwani wewe?
Na uliniambia unajua kuendesha gari. Wewe na Shakameta mko hivi. Nini imefanyika?
Hebu ingia, nataka nikupeleke Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School. Utende ufanye refresh. Kusema kwamba ujikumbushe. Hebu ingia hapo hivyo twende.
Excellence and quality driving school instructions is what Jewel Driving School offers. It gives you an experience like no other, accredited by NTSA. A driver's safety comes along with careful driving, bearing in mind other road users and pedestrians included. We offer theoretical driving classes, executive classes and refresher courses. We offer training on both manual and auto transmission vehicles, and our training are based on the new NTSA curriculum. We are located 5th floor, Jewel Complex, Ruesambu, next to TRM Thika Road. Come join us and experience a driver's confidence. Jewel Driving School. Drive with confidence.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Welcome back. African nations have been challenged to embrace digital sovereignty, and inclusive innovation calls have intensified for African nations to coordinate efforts to scale up the usage of artificial intelligence to spur economic development. And speaking during the Africa Premier AI Conference in Mombasa, Mary Kerema, Secretary of ICT, E-Government and Digital Economy in the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, noted that Africa stands on the cusp of new era, a decade of intelligence.
we recognize that Africa stands on the threshold of a new era, a decade of intelligence. Our populations are young, our entrepreneurs bold, and our societies hungry for opportunity. But the promise of artificial intelligence is not automatic. It requires intention, it requires investment, and requires commitment to ensure that AI serves the African priorities, not other way around. Our local entrepreneurs are designing payment platforms that leapfrog old systems, M-Pesa to name but a few. AI-driven health tools and educational innovation that empower the next generation. Where others see problems, Africa will see potential. We have seen a growth of systems that we can now use for inclusivity, and they can be trusted. These systems are developed to empower rather than replace our teachers, health workers, public servants, or entrepreneurs. They respect privacy, support multiple languages, and promote human agency. These platforms are born for partnerships, not prescription. So nobody should come to prescribe what you need. You need to partner, to orchestrate, to develop, to co-create what fits for our continent. So therefore, our hands are open for partnership and collaboration. We should not simply build AI, we should craft intelligence, autonomous, adaptive, and ethically grounded systems that learn, evolve, and collaborate across domains. The future of intelligence, it isn't artificial. Mark these words. The future of intelligence, it isn't artificial. It is amplified intelligence.
For the past 1.5 years, 21 families from Musoso village in Kangema constituency have been living in a temporary camp after their land was declared unsafe. What was once home is now a no-go zone after geological reports warned it is high risk with deep cracks and underground water, making it prone to landslides, especially during the rainy season. The cracks first appeared in the late 1990s but worsened in 2018 when some residents were forced to rebuild their homes. Then came last April's long rains and the situation turned disastrous. Walls split open, floors sank, and the land itself began to give way.
They were quick to do the geological survey, which now came up with a resolution that this area is not habitable for human. Now we have been following up with the president, and last week the CS for LADS called me and told me, inquired on this issue. Therefore, it's a very positive progress whenever you find that the CS for LAD has started now calling because the government is interested. The other day, the CS for special program came and visited those people, even those, he went even to those LADs. Therefore, the progress is good, and next week we will have a meeting between me and the CS for LADs, Honorable Alice Wahome, and we are moving on the right direction.
Wakati huu tunakaa na kustuka kwa sababu ya vile ardhi ilienda. Na wakati huu kuna wakati niliona kukienda nikiwa karibu, mimi nikastuka nikashindwa kama tutakuwa tukikaa tu hapa. Hiyo kasehemu kadogo kamebaki ndio tunakuja kuangalia kama tutapanda sukuma nini, kwa sababu hatuna pahali pengine pa kwenda. Hatuna pahali pengine pa kutafuta chakula, ni hapo tu. Ndio kinafanya sisi tukuje hapa asubuhi na mapema, mtu anafanya na kuna tubuzi tunakuja kuangalia. Tukipata tu hata kashaba kidogo tu tunaweza kujitegemea, kwa sababu hapo beleni tulikuwa tunawasomesha watoto na hii mashamba tu tulikuwa tunakaa na hatukuwa tuna shida sisi. Hatukuwa na hiyo shida kubwa ya kusema ati tupee chakula.
Hii nyumba ni ndogo, tuna vitu vingi tumeacha na huko kwenye maboromoko. Hata ng'ombe zetu, buzi zetu siko huko. Kwa hivyo tunalala hapa, tunaamka asubuhi, kuteremuka, kuchunga hiyo ng'ombe zetu, na tuseme kwa serikali hiyo shamba yetu hakuna mahali pa kupatia ng'ombe zetu majani, imeenda na maboromoko. Sasa tunahangaika kwenye barabara kutafuta majani ya ng'ombe, na hata tukiwa hapo hatukuwa na amani. Huko kwetu shamba yote imeenda. Sasa hapo tuko tunajaribu kupatia magunia na kupanda hii nyeni ili tupate kitu ya kula, lakini hii haitoshi, tunashinda. Sasa tungeomba serikali itutafutie tu mahali pa kukaa.
That report brings us to the end of this bulletin. Many thanks for staying with us, and thank you to everyone who has made this a success. My name is Daisy Paul. Vivian Wangeshi for sign language interpretation. On behalf of the entire team, we're wishing you a good night.